tried getting it cut. Morning for this Saturday morning. We'll go to Tesco's, dog biscuits. Tell you now winter's coming, they're just eating more and more and more. Tell you what, I've seen a larder. I think I'm gonna have to go and buy it because I want a larder, but I've seen one. Near a house in Debrecen, which I'm thinking of buying and then having it as my little project car. Tell you what, but that's got an heater. That guy I just spoke to, I think he wanted to talk to you though. I didn't feel like getting out of the car and get put the window. It's not electric windows, everything's just an effort. He used to be the councillor of Mezzachart. He used to be the councillor, so the other one took over. Very foggy today, misty, as you can see. Tell you what I think I've got. You're gonna laugh now, but you won't laugh. But I've got a conclusion. I think I'm asthmatic. The funny thing is, my oldest daughter's a little bit asthmatic. And I've had this cough for years. Now, I think you can get like, you can be asthmatic. I think you can get it through like flu, can't you? When you've had problems with your lungs or when you've had bad colds or flus. I think, don't quote me on this, I'm not a doctor. I'm just assuming. So don't take it for granted what I'm saying. But the problem is, I've had this, like I said to you in one of the videos, I've had it for years. Since I was in my 20s, late 20s, and I honestly think I'm asthmatic. The doctor in England gave me one of these, like your asthmatic, what's it called, like your breather, your spray. But it was a different one. It was one what you sort of, you suck on. You go, to do it, and it gives you like the thing for your lungs. It just opens up your lungs. Because what I did, I don't think I'm not asthmatic all the time. I think that this keeps coming back, it just keeps reoccurring. I think it's when I've got, it might be the weather. But I'm always like, I'm out of breath. Tell you what, better get a good run in, and I get to start running eventually. Oh, it's really foggy. Really thick fog here. Right, what was I going to say to you? Yeah, I've got my scarf on today, Big Dipper. I did the dogs this morning. I mean, it's minus in the early hours. It's minus, so I've actually got, you're gonna laugh, I've actually got long, like, thermal, like what people, runners wear or walkers wear. I've got thermal underlayer under my jeans, ever so warm. Well, I've got no heater in the car either, have I? Bleeding freezing in here. I've only got this ceramic heater one's blowing away. Excuse me. Let me give you an update on what's been happening. Right, my fencing, I thought it'd finished. She sent my girlfriend a video. He's done majority of the fencing now. All the way around. What he's doing, he's just got some concrete to do to fill in the holes. Not all of it, just some of it. But obviously with the cold weather and the icy mornings and the minus, you can't be dropping concrete, especially if it's wet. And then it dries up a little bit, you start getting cracks, then it freezes again. It's not really the ideal weather. It's a bit annoying really, because October was absolutely beautiful weather. I told you like 20 odd degrees, 22 degrees. But he didn't start doing it, he didn't start doing the fencing until after, really, sort of around October. At the end of October, shall I say, towards the end of October. And so that's one good thing. And he's done it in green as well. I didn't realise. I thought it was just going to be done in plain galvanised. It's galvanised fencing, galvanised, and then with the plastic like layering on. It's all in green, so I'm really chuffed. Even the poster in green, metal poster in green. So I'm really chuffed. How they do it, what they do with these fencing, they have like a little clip what hooks round like that, hooks round and then hooks onto the post, and then they clamp them together and they put loads of them on. It's proper professional stuff. It's what they use what all proper fence contractors use to do this type of fencing. It's going to look really good. He's done it when the slope of the land goes down. He's even done that as well. I don't know what doors are from here. Oh, it's not that one. So probably that one. So she's left that door. Told her about this. She's left that door open at night time. Yeah, that door. Well, that was clever of her. I hope nothing's been stolen. My neighbour, found out the neighbour across the road. I told you one who likes to have a drink. Pisshead, the alcoholic. He's been caught. He has. He's been caught. What he did was he stole a purse out of a car in Messengershire. He's been caught. So hopefully he'll go to court. I told you I don't like thieves, especially when he's doing things like that. Yeah, so the fencing looks like that'll be done hopefully, then I can get down to the house. I'm at the minute, I'm trying to find a decent gas boiler person so I want to that boiler in the bathroom, when you see that big old boiler, I want to replace that with a combi boiler. So I want the house all combi boiler, so I need to get one of that's what I've got in the house here. So I need to get a combi board, so that's going to cost me, I don't know, minimum, that's going to cost me minimum £2,000 for a decent one. They're not cheap, are they? The one in this house is a condensed boiler, which is a combi boiler, but it's a condensed one. It's got a constant drip on it. It's stupid. I think normally you put the pipe outside, but it hasn't, so what I did, I put a pipe onto the pipe. Obviously I had to finish the job off, because obviously I didn't finish it. Put a pipe on, I've got to go into one of the big cylinder. What I was going to, excuse me, what I was going to use for mobile detailing. It's got like a tap on it, so I drain, when that fits full, I drain the, many litres is it? I think it's 70 litres. So I drain the water off into a bucket, and either I give the dogs or I pour it straight down the drain. Bit of a waste of water, really. It takes about 3 days to fill up. But other than that, what else? Yeah, I've got my tiles delivered into this house every day. I mean, everything's going to come to this house, and I'll just pack it all up in the back of my car. It's massive, like nearly 700 litre boot in it. That's the boot, but if I put these seats down, it's massive. Back seats down. So I put the bath in there. The bath hasn't come yet. So I've got a bidet, sink with a pedestal. Not having no cupboards underneath. water dripping. All retro. And I've got the black and white tiles for the bathroom. But like I'm going to do the old house. The old house is going to be black and white tiles now. And I've got the house one is going to be different. The house one goes in the rooms. They're going to be like big ones. About 30 centimetre ones. About like that. Square. Really nice pattern on it. Effective black pattern. Since Hungarian, black pattern. White, really nice. Like I don't want them shiny like a matte one. So, and what I need to really get done, what's important right now is get this bathroom finished off. So at least then I've got a hot bath, nice bathroom, and that's one main priority really. I can live on like that. I can go down to Pox or Sexard, get some nice it's like Hungarian shops, food like takeaways, and you can eat in as well. They pack it a bit like you go to Chinese, get Hungarian food, nice pizzas, there's nice restaurants, kebabs, loads of food. So if I have to live like that for a while, go down to the main shop to get the dog biscuits and whatever, milk. Just even if I have to put a table in the kitchen with my kettle, plug the electrics in, get the kettle and whatever. I mean, the tea, the having a cup of tea is really important. Hot drink. I mean, it's not going to stop me buying the fridge I want and the freezer. So they don't really. Ready meals aren't really like frozen meals aren't really a thing here. Not like in England. Or them ready meals where you're getting like in Tesco's and Sainsbury's or wherever, where if they're not frozen, you just put in like get these Sunday dinners kind of things. They don't really do things like that. There is some, but not probably looking like 2 or 3 things, items, shops. So there's not much. They don't have a lot of the stuff like what we have in England. I suppose they think we eat crap really. And to be honest with you really, you know when you think about it, they eat better out here, they do eat better out here. You see all these McDonald's, Kentucky Fried Chickens, Burger Kings, there's a lot of them now here, and a lot of pizzas. You know, so, you know, it will become more and more westernised as time goes on. Even though, I mean, if you're in Saudi Arabia, we are the Westerners, aren't we? I just think I still class Eastern Europe as a separate to like Germany, Austria, Belgium, France, because it is different. It is different. Oh, just got really dizzy then. So yeah, I'm gonna get this bloody blowing on the window a little bit. So hopefully I'll be able to get down to the house. I mean, I've got those gas convectors. I've not looked what price they are, but they are. I thought they were a bit old, you know, but they look quite new. I might have them refitted because there's a couple of them. I told you on the video, the pipe coming out of the wall looks horrible. I don't want that. I might keep them because they're a little bit retro, like stainless steel. They're really nice. They are with like a green. So they might look nice in my white light. I suppose really if they're white, they look even better. Really. I mean, I could always suppose I could get the fronts off and see if I get something to spray them. enamel. I imagine it's like enamel spray. I don't know, but they're quite new, so I need to get them fitted. I mean, that's a priority as well because it's winter, isn't it? It's freezing. It's a lot colder here in winter than England. I can tell you that right now. And I've got a feeling we're going to be really into the minus 20s, 30s. I do this year. Last year wasn't too bad at all. We had snow, but we didn't have anything like it has done in the previous 2 or 3 years. So let's just see what goes on. See how it all happens. Yeah, I mean, at the minute it's cold. I mean, I've got a t-shirt under this jumper, but I wouldn't go around walking around like this. This is alright for like coming out of the car and going into the shop, but you know, and I know it's not going to be raining, but I wouldn't go walking around like this. My arms would be too cold. A bit like when you're in England, isn't it? When you're going in and out of pubs. But even then, I'd still have a jacket on. I just hope that when I get to Tesco's here, it's not full of the immigrants, because I told you we're near where the big petrol places, refinery, and there all the immigration. And you're right going to Tesco's, like in midweek if you go in the morning, you go in the evening, it's packed out. And the only small cash tools here, they're not the same as Tesco's in England, and they only have like a couple of them open. So, and then you have the like prepaid one, well not prepaid, where you pay yourself. So, I just hope it's not busy. And I tell you what, dog biscuits here have gone up by at least, you ever think what, they've gone up by about £8 a bag. And I know you're thinking, well, that it says it's gone up. Normally, right, I can get a 15 kilogram of Darling biscuits. Now I don't know whether I assume they might have these same biscuits to the Darling. They're made by Purina. I think it's Purina. Now I know they're worldwide, but I don't know whether it's under a different name in England. But the dogs love it. I mean, I've got them cheap Tesco ones. Not deliberate, because they've gone past the growing stage. The dogs. I thought, well, I'll try them on these bags for about 4,000 foreign. Right, they only 10 kilogram bags. They don't like them. They eat them, sort of eat them for the sake of it, but they don't like them. Whereas I give them the other biscuit, other biscuits in front of them, just eat the whole lot up. You know, I've got the sparrows, the bird sparrows. They're living in that wisteria now, you know. But they're ever so clever. When I feed the dogs in the morning, they all come to eat the dog biscuits. You know what? The dogs don't do a thing. The dogs just let them eat. It's funny, really. I think they like them birds. Like I told you in summer, the dogs would be asleep, or even now they'd be asleep. The birds would just bounce around and picking bits of biscuits up. But some of the older biscuits I put out, see it for now, while the dogs eat. See if the dogs eat it. They've been eating a bit of it. The birds are on the field day. So I'll probably get the rats in a bit. Yeah, so these Purina, I could get a 15 kilogram bag from Tesco or Ocean, and I was paying about 6,500 foreign. Now, here at Tesco, oh, little dog there, see what I mean? Not fox, little brown dog been killed. It's absolutely terrible. That's what I say to you. What I say to you about hunger. You don't, you know what I mean? That dog's probably been wandering. I don't want to talk about that a little bit later, but terrible. Tough. Fucking dogs. So fucking cruel here. Fucking hate them. I'll carry on banning wolves. Should be fucking locked in. I'm swearing again. Oh no. Should be locked up. Should be locked up. Fucking animal cruelty. You know what's strange, right? I have to have all my rabies injections, all my books for my dogs, right? I am going to say it. But you gypsies, you don't give a shit, and the police don't do nothing about it, do they? Don't do nothing. You have no injections, you have nothing. You let your dogs just go roaming on the fucking streets, you bastards. You want to go sort your shit out. Can't afford to look after a dog, or you can't afford fencing, don't have an animal. Fucking dickheads. You want a good hiding, that's what you fucking need. Good hiding. You make me sick. It's not the first dog I've seen. I seen one the other day, Mesochop being killed. Make me sick, I tell you. What are you doing? Twat. And Gypsy nearly pulled out on that. Anyway, I'm going to go off that now because I'm just winding myself again on. That makes me bad now. Got my intelligent glasses on, so as to be sophisticated. Anyway, biscuits. So anyway, I could get about 6,500 foreign for 15 kilogram of them darling biscuits. Tesco's now 10 kilogram, 7,300 foreign. Disgusting. And I told you it's about 410, about 410 to 430 foreign to pound to an English pound. Not cheap. So, but Ocean did. I went to Ocean the other day. They only had 3 bags of 10 kilogram, and they wanted 7,000 foreign, 7,000 foreign. So I just didn't bother. So no, it's not good. So I'll have to just grab what I'll do is, I just for the time being, I just grab about 3 bags. It sort of does me for sort of towards the midweek. So I'll just do that. Tell you what, I'm bloody hungry. I've got these big thermal socks on. It must be this car. My feet are actually getting cold. And remember, I'm not a big fatty, am I? Not going to go do fatties. But, you know, I don't really, I ain't got loads of fat on me. Yeah, and I know I'm far from skinny. Far from it. Jesus Christ. Absolutely, loads of crows here. Jesus, thousands, they're everywhere. Anyway, I'm back in a bit, alright. Going to Tesco's. Tesco's, what was I going to say? Yeah, my passport, they sent all my bleeding paperwork back, didn't they? From Budapest to the Mesochart, like the government office. And what the... Yeah. Got you. Yeah, down to the local government office, and yeah, they sent it to the local government office. More paperwork to fill in, about another 20 sheets. Oh, proper pissed off I was. So what I had to do, what happened was, I said to my girlfriend, I says, oh, phone Budapest up just to say to him how long my passport's going to be, because I thought I was just waiting on my passport. I think I said it in one of my previous videos. So she phoned up, and this bloke, he turned around and says, oh no, there's some more paperwork he's filling in. Dead alright bloke, but I don't think they're all between all of them. They haven't got a clue what none of them are doing between each other, to be honest. I actually think all individual people want a piece of information of me, because the amount of paperwork I've filled in, right? And the amount of times I've had to write my name, Orpadottina, obviously my surname, Orpadottina. You know, on one top of one sheet, I wrote my name 4 times. Right, absolutely ridiculous. All the same information, my dad's information, my mum's information, my ex-wife's information, divorce, when I got divorced, where I got married in Cyprus. All the same information, which I've done loads. I've never known anything like it. Why am I putting myself through all this aggro is beyond me. I mean, yeah, I've got my ass problem. Well, it's not really a problem, but I've got that much to deal with, dogs, my ass, and then just to top it off, nothing, even the most simplest things can't be dealt with. So, as soon as my girlfriend goes to the message yard to go get the paperwork, brings it up, lost my temper, thrown it straight across the room. I got that mad when she told me. Right? Then I managed to get me bearings, you know, then to calm down a bit, then starts filling it all in. Obviously really pissed off I was, filling it all in. So then I went to Mezzachar, to the government building, to Gabriella, who'd been doing it for me. I went to her, she went through all sorts of it all out. Just bits I didn't understand, or my girlfriend didn't really understand. I went to bits I didn't understand. I bet you all think I look sexy in glasses, don't you? I think I look quite cool in glasses, to be honest with you. They're not just a design. Just putting them on now, I can't believe I can clean it and all this. I mean, my eyes aren't bad. I've got told my eyes aren't bad. I went to where my daughter works. My eyes aren't bad, but what it is, it's like when it's really raining or driving at night time. You've got to remember, I've been driving lorries for all them years. And I tell you, the eye strain is absolutely terrible when it's just the eyes. You don't realise, not because your eyes are, you know, driving at all hours, concentrating, plus I've been driving till now. But I can wear these like all the time. Sometimes I leave them on, sometimes I take them off. I don't want to be like, rely on them too much, you know what I mean? Because the other ones are for reading. But anyway, anyway, tell me what you think of my glasses. Do you think I look good? Do you think I should wear them all the time? I mean, no, not a problem. I know what people put off on me, saying, oh, I don't fancy him or I don't like him. You know, he's got glasses, you know. I don't people call him 4 eyes and things like that. I know people wear glasses, but you gotta remember I'm 51 years old. Anyway, so I fills all this back to where I was. I'm filling all this paperwork in, and just quickly show you look how funky it is. Anyway, so it starts filling it all in. Anyway, they must have been there for 2 hours. I just went straight to this woman. Security just says, yeah, go straight through to her. And now, obviously, that's been sent off to Budapest now. So I'm just going to wait. But you know, then the other problem is obviously my car. I found a company holding my car in Budapest, won £1,000 to register my car. Pretty good to really. No, oh, excuse me. Not eating again, am I? Terrible habit. You know what? I would never like this in England. Always have breakfast. Can't concentrate here. What was I going to say? Yeah. Yeah, it's expensive. It's not so much money because they do everything. It's an hassle. But do you know what's really bad? You know I've got a private plate on my car, A16AD. I I've had that since I was 18 years old. My first proper girlfriend bought it for me. When I was 18, and I had a Mark 1 Golf, just quickly tell you the story, I had a Mark 1 Golf GTI. Why? I had a campaign edition, worth thousands now, that one. And it came originally from the factory with a full white Zender body kit on it. I'd try and do a video of putting pictures of the cars and the previous, because later on I put Mark 2 big bumpers on it, Mark 1. But what it was, I put a 60 Evolve Mark 2 Golf GTI engine in. I think it was at F registration, 1988 or 89. 60 Evolve Golf engine at 1.8 60 Evolve, which at the time was going to 139 horsepower, wasn't it? But obviously I had the head gas flowed, I had all the exhaust on, everything else, and it was running 180 horsepower. Fast as it used to, no problem with Escort Cosworths and Sierra Cosworths. It used to fly. 8-valve gearbox left on it, really quick for the gears. It used to be able to really drag the gears out as well. But what it was, when she got me that number plate, obviously it was AED, which is the initials of my name. But we used to like doodle on our number plates, and I put like back in the day, police didn't do anything about it. I only got stopped by the police a lot for speeding, because I was always racing the car with everything, Porsches and all sorts back in the day. And I put it was A16, so 16. I put a little black V on it, dead neat, little sticker, had it proper made, so it looked like 16 valve AED. And that was the story behind that number plate. And obviously I've had it for years, and it's worth a lot of money now. And I've been offered twice of Indian guys years ago to sell the number plate. I think it's to do with the initials, like AAD, like a lot of Indian guys. The names are sort of a bit like Hungarian. They have like a lot of names beginning with A and D, with A and A, a lot of A's, like Akbar, Hamid, and all sorts. They have a lot of names, don't they? And then D. So the problem I've got is this coming back to England is such a nightmare. I told you with the dogs. Also, if it weren't the dogs, I'd just get in the car now. I've not had no COVID injections. I just have a negative test because I've not got COVID. I'd have a negative test and just drive back and get everything sorted out and get my number plates took off and put the originals on. The problem I've got is for me to come back to England, I'd have to do it fast, but for me to come back to England, I'd either have to try and make sure that my girlfriend's at the house to look after the dogs because the fence is nearly done. So even I've got till December the 13th from the MOT what expires. But really, registering my car here right now and losing that private reg it's killing me really. But the truth is, am I ever gonna physically live in England? I don't think I will ever physically live there. Of course I want to come back. And of course, I won't admit it. I mean, a lot of people don't like me anymore. I don't give a shit. Everything I do on me, and I don't need nobody to listen to me. I don't need nobody, right? Nobody bothers me. I don't need nobody. Yeah, I've got a few little things I need sorting out when I come back with a certain person. Need to knock him down a few pegs. Let him know how it feels when somebody comes after you when you're not expecting it. But I won't do it that way, you see, because I'm not straight up to people's faces. I don't give a shit. Right? I'm no pussy. Right? Told you, step on my toes, right? No, I never forgot. Never, ever forgotten. Never. Never gonna be forgotten. Never. When I'm with my 80-year-old mum, right, you don't, and then I've been on probation and everything like that. Yeah, he knows as well. He knows he didn't have an easy life then. And he got the first punch, I let him have the first punch as well. Look, I ain't going to drop it. I know people might be sick of me telling you, right? But I'm telling you, whoever knows him, right, you can tell him. I'm not like, I can't mention his name on here. It's wrong really, because I tell you what, I'd mention his name, I would. I don't want kicking off YouTube. To be honest with you. so I'm not going to say his name. But really, that he was my biggest problem with not coming back. Not because of him being scared. I'm not scared of nobody. I don't even flinch. I don't even flinch. I'll tell you what sort of person I am, right? I am like, right? Even my mates don't have out to do me no more. Even mates don't have out to do me no more. I ain't fucking bothered. I don't give a fuck. I don't need nobody. I don't need no backup of nobody. Never have done. Deal with it all myself. Right? Everything I do myself. I don't need nobody. Right? I'll fight 2, 3, 4 people. I'll fight anybody. I'll fight anybody, right? Listen. But the point is, right? I'm 51 years of age, right? Right? If people still can't fucking leave me alone, right, and want to start on me, then you know, you've got big problems. Start on me when I was in my 20s and my 30s, I would have wiped the fucking floor with you. I would have wiped the floor with you. I was fast as fuck, right? And I had the right punch on me. I wasn't as heavy as I am now, right? You want to go punch it. No, I'm telling you now. And people who know me know what I'm like. I know what I'm like. So I've got nothing to prove. I've got nothing to prove. And I know women don't like people like this. Women don't like people. But they know what? I'm too proud. I'm proud of myself. Right? And when I decide I want to go out, right, I don't like bullies. End of the day, I don't like bullies. Right? And the point is, right, these people, they don't just do it to one person, they'll do it to another person, until they meet the match. Now, he's met his match, right? He's already met his match, he already knows what I'm like anyway. He already knows. He knows. The point is, right, it took a guy twice my size, right, and to get a one full-blown punch in, and he still can't hold me back, hold me down. Right, and I'm going to say it because I don't give a shit. Yeah, you're from a local town. You're not from my local town, you're from West Midlands. I'll tell you something now, I'm coming back. You're my first port of call as well. And I'll tell you something now, right? Going off that, coming back is the only reason, really, main reason I've not come back, because I don't want to go to prison. I do not want to go to prison. Look how much I've got to lose. Now, most people, right, who are watching this now, turning around saying to me, let it go. Let it go. Everybody's been telling me, let it go now. It's been 2 years. Let it go. It's nearly 2 years in February or end of January next year, right? Let it go. I don't let things go. Right? I'm not you, and I'm not you, and I'm not him, or I'm not her. I'm not that person. And I will get to the bottom of it. I will get to the bottom of it. I will. I will. Right? I ain't a bad person. I'm far from a bad person. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and at the minute, I'm wearing my heart on YouTube as well. Right? I don't bullshit. Right? I don't go around thinking I'm somebody who I'm not. I don't do none of that. I'm nothing like that. Right? But what I don't do, I hate, and I don't take shit off nobody. And I expect you, children at school, everybody not to do it. But unfortunately, a lot of people are scared of confrontation. I'm not. Giving me confrontation, right? You're feeding me. You are feeding me. That's all you're doing. It's like giving a puppy some food. It's all you're doing. It's all you're doing. But anyway, that's the main reason why I've not really come back, because I don't want to go to prison. I don't want to go to prison. And it's always people like me who end up going to prison. I've got too much to lose. Look what I've got here. I've got everything. Right? But yeah, I like England. I like England. But even though it's got a lot of problems right now, and to be honest, I don't want to live in that state of the country. I don't want to live like that. I really don't. I really honestly don't want to live in that environment. And people like me, I am your typical person. Somebody's going to want to stab me, aren't they, or shoot me? I know that. I know that. But the point is, I've not done anything to harm anybody. I really haven't. I've not done anything to harm anybody. I don't know why. I seem to attract it. But what I was just going to say to you was, right, it's never helped me in my life, right? What it is, I've got that private number plate on my car, right? Which I'm going to lose if I register my car here. So we're just going to quickly say before I get home now, right? So I'm in Mezzachart now. If somebody wants that private number plate off me, in England, Scotland, wherever, right? Make me an offer, because it's worth a few grand, right? Make me an offer. If not, I'm just going to have to let it go. I really am. But just make me an offer. The only other option is I could retain the number plate, which I normally do. But normally I buy cars. When I'm in England, I get another car straight away. But because I'm living here, now. It's like you know, I don't think I'll ever fully live in England now. But yeah, I'll come back. I'll come back and forwards. And things like that. I'll do that. It's such a shame, really, having to lose my private plate. It really is a shame. Yeah, so we've got a lot of problems at the minute. So my car needs registering. So I just don't know. Other than that, unless somebody wants to make me an offer for my car, because it's another thing registering it here. But I look, the car's absolutely great. Got it going in for a service on 29th of November here, because I'm not coming back. Because I can't come back, because this virus has caused me loads of problems. But I can come back with a negative test. I just don't know what to do. At the minute, I'm playing it like that. At the minute, I don't know what to do. Christmas is coming, cold weather's coming now here, so I really don't know. I honestly don't know what to do really. I really don't. I've got to make me mind up. What's the best thing to do? I'm back home anyway now, but yeah, just got to have a good think. Best thing to do, to be honest with you. So if anybody's just like I said to you, anybody. Anyway, I just want to say I hope you all around the world, everybody around the world, like, subscribe, bell icon. Don't forget, videos are going to get a lot better than this soon. It just is, you know, I've told you my problems. It's not the fact that I can't. I'd be going all over Hungary now. I'll be going all over Europe soon. That's really why I need my car. I need that Merc really for long distance driving. So end of the day, you know, all take care. Love all of you. All right. See you soon.